This is Eddie Piekut, the superhero from Maidenhead, who's come to tell us all about the pie walk, isn't it? Something?
Maidenhead Charity's boundary walk.
Well, you can have pies en route, can't you?
You can. We've got
Yeah.
two. We'll have 2 pie wagons ready for you
Excellent.
because people
Excellent.
need pies because they don't understand that walking about 13 miles is more than most people can do these days. So we need pies on the route.
Lovely. Well, tell us where we can get the pies from then.
Well, the pies, we start at Boulders Lock Car Park, and this is, everybody knows where Boulders Lock Car Park is, because it's opposite that beautiful place called Boulders Lock, and you can walk all the way around the boundary, and the mechanism is there to make money for various charities. So, for example, last year in 2024, we had 58 charities make 22,000 for their own cause.
Excellent.
It costs you a little bit of money to register, but that means we can look after you. We have about 50 stewards around the place offering refreshments and encouragement for your safety. There's not many risks on a very flat boundary walk, but crossing a few roads is probably the riskiest you can get. It's a chance to explore Maidenhead. The route is open all year round, but our event is on the 5th of October. It will cost you £6 if you're an adult, or £1 for children, or if you're a group of 13 or more, 15 or more, 30 quid.
Wow.
For that, you get me as the co-chairman of the Boundary Walk, and about 30 different stewards around the route, and a really historic view of the town. I'm holding here the 1603 mace, which used to be walked around.
Is that solid gold, that?
This is solid. Actually, it's made of plastic, but I did it to save
Where
the
did you
children.
find it? Where did you find
I
that?
made it to
You
save
made
the
it?
children because the original.
You
boundary
made
walk-
that?
I made it. Yes. It
What,
has.
with a 3D printer or something?
No, I just made it with bits of plastic.
Sticky back plastic?
So the orb here is representative that Christ is above all the world. Of course, it's a weapon in the old days. And round the crown, fleur-de-lises and crosses. And as I couldn't work out my diameter from my radius, I put a Sikh kandar in as well, just as a nod to biodiversity and cultural diversity. And because I'm a Men's Matter and one of our Men's Matters champions is a Buddhist, I put in an endless knot. Because it feels like it's an endless walk if you're doing the boundary walk.
That's brilliant. So I think that mace needs a whole show on its own, doesn't it? In fact, it could be a book. It could be a whole
the story
Netflix
is amazing.
thing.
Well, you can't hold a parliament.
Oh, yeah.
Or even a community meeting
Yeah.
in the political sense without a mace. And I can remember Heseltine whipping it round his head at one of the parliaments. So it's there to be bounced on the boundary stones to save the children, because we're not allowed anymore to bounce children. Next year is going to be an interesting boundary walk because Rotary Maid is 100 years old. This year I'm hoping to twin with a couple of charities, the Hospice and Age UK, but that doesn't deter any of the other charities from walking it. And Tim has even told me that Men's Matters might be walking it as well. But they'll be walking the family-friendly walk, which is only 4 kilometres. And it's around
Lazy. I call that lazy, I do.
Well, I know, but you've got to look at these men to understand why 4 kilometres is probably just about far enough. But the family-friendly walk goes round to the Maidenhead Bridge, 1760s, goes down to Brunel Sounding Arch, and then back up through that lovely new Taplow estate. An amazingly nice estate for a modern estate. So come and join us on the 5th of October. Come and raise sponsorship for your own events, any community events. Like I said, last year was 58 events, and the event is open to all year round. But we have a special charity event on the 5th of October.
Brilliant. Well done, mate. You've done a grand job. Everybody cheer. Everybody cheer. Yay.
And the daftest thing I'm doing is